the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is March 27, 2025. It is 5:17 a.m. This is second video. First video is on our part of Pew service. I just did a video regarding Center Bally, so go there and check it out. Here there's some tweets I didn't get a chance to record yesterday, so I'm gonna go straight to Twitter and get going. All right, so this is the background. All right, so yeah, I was looking into that. Next, first tweet. Okay, so there's this here. I'm a sucker for beautiful packaging and O.M.G. I love this so much. This is such an easy gift for many occasions. All right, so let me go on IG. Let's see if I could see anything that was posted, because I'm way behind. Okay, so Meghan posted something. Let's check it out. Okay, volume. I can't hear anything. Let me pause and get this. Okay, it's playing over. Alright, so there was some music. Let's pause this. There were music in the background, so I'm probably gonna change the sound. Okay, so she posted this. This is a bit more recent. Okay. Proudly supporting, okay, was it Alliance of Mom and the powerful work they do to support moms and their children. Well done at Hot Mom for your selfless love of so many. The world is better with you in it. Alright, so that's that. Anything else? Okay, so that was old. We covered that already. So now back to Twitter. I just need to be up to date. I haven't been on Twitter that much. So we saw this and there's music in it and I'm gonna be flagged for it. So I'm not gonna play it again. Okay, I agree. So much class. Yep, 100%. I think this will work great for artisanal Easter basket, gifts basket, bedside basket, etc. Alright, so there's all these images. What? $100 for Easter basket like this. Okay. Oh, that I think I'll buy because many of these I'll eat. Oops, where is it? I think it was that one. Yeah, I eat these. Okay, so there's that. So let's go into that retweet what other people are saying. Let's pause it. This is going to make really nice Easter basket additions for adults and Christmas gifts. Also nice additions to brunch gatherings and bedside guest baskets, late night snacks with bread, crackers. I feel cute, fancy, and special just looking at it. Well, for the late night snack, this is for me. I have a time where I finish it. Once I brush my teeth, nothing else, with the exception of water, I will be drinking. Okay, the packaging has class. That's an ad. It's gem. Yes, it is. Okay, it can also make a great gift. I'm sure you see plenty of artists. Okay, so people are repeating almost the same thing. Okay, artisanal. Some artisanal is made by hand and very special. The little wooden spoon your sister carved is artisanal, and so is the honey from your neighbor's hive. This adjacent describe things made by artisan or skilled craftspeople. Artisanal bread might be hand kneaded and baked in a wood fire oven, while an artisanal axe is forged by hand in a small blacksmith shop. Artisanal is from the Latin artisus. I thought of artist and of wood meaning art. The word has become so popular that some factory-made snack food claim to be artisanal unless a product was crafted by hand in small batches. Don't believe it. Yeah, whenever something is going trendy, let's say regular people make it trendy, guess what? The big companies quickly adapted to it. This is why when you're hearing things, what is it? It comes with farming. What's the term? Organic. There's another word. Something like that. Organic, especially with the organic one. There's another word I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it right now. They quickly hijack that word. I'm talking in terms of big companies, okay? They hijack it because this is what the regular people are talking about. And then they make it theirs. And then for something to be organic, there are certain specific things, rules that they need to follow. But no, they just put the word there, and people who's not really focusing on things, and they go and buy anything that says organic in it, when in fact they're not. And this is why sometimes when I go to the supermarket, I'm seeing things organic, I just ignore. If it's something that I eat, I manage in a way. But once big companies get a hold of the term that regular people are using, they're going to hijack for themselves to make money. Please do not listen to me. I'm not saying it's all, but okay, let me look. What makes something organic? Let me pause and look for it. I went to chat GPS. You could pause and read. This is my question here. What makes something organic? The term organic generally refers to the way a product is grown, processed, or produced, particularly in relation to food and farming. To be considered organic, something typically needs to meet certain standard, okay? Which can vary by country. However, the core principle usually include no synthetic chemicals, no GMO, soil health and crop rotation, no antibiotic or growth hormones, certification. Okay, so there is a rule you have to follow, but there are some people, they just adapt the word organic into their product, but they don't follow any of these. So this is what people need to be very careful. All right, so the regular people create certain things, and those big companies, all they care about is money, and they trick you. And you're paying a lot of money just for the word organic. I'm sorry if I mess up your bubbles, okay? People need to think logically how the system works. It's a game to these people. They don't give a shit about anything else. The video that I just edited, I spoke about it. There's a part of it I'm gonna remove and make it a small video by itself, where I went bonkers with politics, and I brought in Mark Cuban and things that Trump is doing and all of that. So that reminds me of this, what I'm talking about here. They don't care about people. All right, and what's happening here is that in the US, there's a lesson to be learned. Okay, either we go the way the big 1%ers, the billionaires want to move the country forward. Either this is the way, okay, or the way it's gonna be like a blueprint for the rest of the world. Okay, even though it started, if you look like if you look into the street of Markle at night, you see all the rich people, they dress so freaking crappy, and they have those young ladies next to them dressed to kill and all of that. This is what they want. Okay, this is what they want to turn this into for the billionaires. Meanwhile, their concept of creating something organic, some of them may have it, but technically it's the all minorities. That doesn't mean just minorities. There are some white minorities as well who, you know, who don't have who's not part of the 1%ers, okay, who will start create something new and things like that. And then once the 1%ers sees it and see this is the trend, this is what the little people, because there's many of us, okay, are going for, they quickly adapt it and make it their own. Okay, so either we go the way Trump is directing the country, or we're gonna teach the rest of the world how to combat those oligarchy. Okay, I spoke about that in my other video that I just finished edit, not the one from Center Valley. This is completely different, a different channel. Okay, yes, start spreading the news. Meghan Sussex, as ever. There's all those hashtags, and that's a GIF. Okay, so that's the product. Okay, I'm just gonna go through it really quickly. All right, so I don't get flagged. Okay, and there's a music behind it. Let's go to the next one. The package. The squad are talking about the package. Okay, O.M.G, unique and distinguished. The packaging is sensational. The derangers and their palace lords can't co-play this ingenuity. There's that. I'm wondering, does it make with cardboard or something like that? I'm just thinking out loud, because many of these could be recycled and the jar can be reused. Next tweet. That was not a retweet, it's just the tweet itself. Next one. Okay, as ever, Meghan, we love you, Meghan Sussex. So there's the thing again. Okay, so all of this was not supposed to, I'm assuming, with part of American Riviera Orchard, but because of what happened, and they just transferred to as ever. Or maybe, you know what, let's leave that topic alone. I was thinking of something, but forget it. Next one. Okay, as an entrepreneur and a working mom, I'm loving this new comms team. All right, so that's a screenshot from Us magazine. Meghan is embarking on a number of business ventures as an entrepreneur and working mom. The constant scrutiny is motivated by clickbait and systems that make sport out of attacking women. Meredith Maines, CCO for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, tell us of the discourse. Okay, there's a name attached to the to that quote, so it's not a source. That's what I mean by that. Okay, CCO for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tell us of the discourse around Meghan. Quote, I hope that readers pause and ask why publication are so interested and clicks at the expense of a founder, a woman, a mom who is creating and building. As Meghan deploys her brand, shows and podcasts, we're looking forward to partnering with outlets that want to understand the business story and the power of brand building by a founder. Okay, so that's that. Sorry, been offline all day. Have DM'd it to you. It's not one I want to give oxygen. Have you got a link to the article, please? But because they quote somebody and they put the name next to it, I don't know. At least I could believe that quote, I think. Is that a new strategy of making people believe them? Oh, you have to be on your game all the time with these tabloids. Next tweet. Okay, Elizabeth Olsen watching with love Meghan and enjoying it. My two worlds colliding once again. I'm hearing she's, is it The Avenger? There's a movie that she's part of and she says she's not in it. You know what I like about her? Okay, her twin sisters. The, who play and, what's it? What's that sitcom? I can't believe it. I had to search it. Full House. That's the show. Full House. The Olsen, the twins. Okay. But back to this. What I was gonna say is what I like about her, how she make a name for herself without attaching herself with the twin sisters. Because back in the, I'll say late 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, it's still, even now, because I think they do in fashion now. She didn't really attach herself with the twin sisters. She made a name for herself, and she's been in many movies. All right, so that's that. Let's go to the next one. I'm laughing at myself because this is a short tweet and I make it so long and I can't think. Next one. Okay, so there she is again. When you find out your favorite Marvel actress is a fan of With Love Meghan, this is another thing as well, which was on, I think I mentioned on my last video for this channel, is that we, America, I think, as bad as it is, pretty much our footprint to the world, global stage, the way other countries used to look at America, that high up kind of thing, it's no longer there. Okay, it's done with. But however, what's coming up now, what is being created from ground up, because they're trying to bring oligarchy kind of type of things, but what we are seeing is that how regular people are rejecting it, despite the fact that those MAGAs voted for it. Now they're finding out. Even though many African Americans are not out there protesting, or they're trying to bait us into being on the street, but we already know the game. Okay, we are not participating. By not participating, we are helping them. We are helping the MAGAs as well. Because what the oligarchs want, which is the same thing that happened in the UK in the summer of 2024, the riot. So I think that was, I consider it, I'm talking for myself, I consider the riot of 2024 in the UK as a test drive to implement it in the US. But the US, the, what do you call this? The African Americans are not taking it. We're taking a break. And that's also a learning curve for other countries who understand their position with their respective countries, how they try to bait you to do certain things in order for the one who's in power to counteract it. Okay? They instigate, the one in power instigate, and then when you react to their instigation, and then the one in power is gonna react, give a reason why they do what they're doing. Okay, they don't want to just go out and say, I'm gonna create this type of rule of law, martial law, and all that. No, they're sneaking around it. They want to give a reason to do it. But what African American are doing, they're not participate, giving them that satisfaction to implementing it. And that action of African American is also helping those people, those farmers who's crying, who actually voted for Trump, and those other things that I'm seeing being recommended to me by YouTube that came from TikTok. They're crying, or they don't want this, they don't want that. Okay, African American are helping them by not being out there with them, because they need to show up and fight for it as well, because we already fought all of those things now that Trump decided to destroy it. And the other thing that's coming out of the US, despite not being that high up anymore, is to show, you could see some other women who already made it themselves. They already established. They don't need to bow down to anybody. They're showing how to support other women. Okay? Gwyneth Paltrow and what's her name? What is it? Elizabeth Olsen, I think that's her name. Okay? I didn't see where she support Meghan, but if she did, based on this tweet, I will say this is another way of doing it, because she's established. She doesn't need to bow down to anybody. Knowing our history with women and all of that, they don't need to give those white supremacists the fuel to continue their barbaric behavior. All right, so that's another learning curve that's coming up out of all this chaos. And this is why I said in other videos, I could still see a little opportunity popping up. We're gonna get through it, but some people may not go to the next round. Some may not make it through. All right, every decision that we make, some will fade away. All right, next one. Okay, Squaddies, we used to go 2 weeks, months without any content. I'm living for this era. That's from the video. There's Meghan eating pie. And that's a statement as well. American Pie. Are you comprehending the Meghan Markle beef that social media says you two have? So someone wrote that and they responded to it. They're like, we're not part of this mess. Alright, so there's that, and there's this. Okay, months going dry. That's an ad. Okay, let's pause this. Okay, me too. I'm so happy and full of joy for Meghan. She's really outside, and she's delivering so much content and merchandise. I joined Meghan in her era of joy when she announced it in Colombia, but now I'm truly embracing every aspect of it. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the next one. Oh my god, now I'm gonna have a lot to edit, and there's more to record. Oh my god, I was laughing about this. Okay, well, those royalists and rota, they also hate the fact there is no mumbling and podcasting. That's quite or something. This is from a commercial she was doing with, what's that lady? Some makeup thing. And this, William, is when he was on a bike ride with his family and somebody was walking and he started acting up. I think I have the video. Okay, more of this, please. Spot on. Let's go to the next one. I have 3 more. Okay, Squaddies, what a clap back. Headshot for the year. Kendrick Lamar as ever. All right, so there's that. Gwyneth Paltrow. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. All right, Meghan, peekaboo surprise. That video below, I watch it so many times and I keep on laughing about it. Peekaboo surprise. It's that chicken cheese. Peekaboo. Let me FaceTime my app. I'm so okay. So there's that here. Oh my God, this is 14 seconds. What more? It's so violent. I don't know if YouTube will allow it to play. It's playing over. All right, so this is extra. Okay, we've seen that already. Let's go to the next one. Whenever I see videos, I'm like consistently trying to be like, I don't want YouTube to grab it, even though my attention is not on it to share with you. All right, next one. The Meghan effect struck again. J. Crew, my first purchase with your company was because of Meghan. Okay, so she tagged J. Crew, and then she's saying why she's buying. Okay, there's with love, Meghan, and all of that. 12 seconds. Let's see here. Is there music?
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I did it. Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl.
She bought it. J. Crew's kind of outfit, it's for me, it's more like if I want to go, let's say, to the Hampton, this kind of vibe, summer look. Even though they have winter look outfit as well, even some of their sweaters is things you could wear. This is just my opinion, okay? Is things you could wear, let's say, late afternoon when the cool breeze is out there or something like that. I bought from them before. Okay, I bought it too. It was actually marked down some. Yep, with additional 15% off. Okay, couldn't get in. Love your shirt. Now when you get it, model it for us. There are a few and far between of her items that my purse can afford for sure. And I ain't hardly alone, but that doesn't mean I can salute those who can. What's even more fun for me is shopping for the looks without breaking the bank. Also, my sisters, okay, we must save. Hot shapes are coming. Okay, that is true. People need to look. I mean, we're not even like a year into Trump presidency, and look what's going on. It's gonna get harder. All right, I'm trying not to look into the political aspect of things. Private information, secret information out there on the internet. Things that, what do you call this? The UK with WhatsApp, where police were talking among themselves, and now top secret information on WhatsApp. I'm trying not to look. All right, let them burn it down. The only reason I'm a little bit worried about that is those people who die for all of these information. I'm not saying they were right or wrong, whatever, but the mission that they did to get those information, and you have these people, they don't care. They don't care. They are a chain. They all over the world. They're the same group. And then to manipulate the people like me, you know, the majority, all right, they need to connect their information to mastermind something. It's so freaking stupid. Next tweet. Of course, entry 8 had to be about Meghan and Gwyneth. Diary of a Troll, entry 4 through 8 here. Alright, so this Squaddie, I don't know how long she has been studying this type. Pretty much it's almost like the Ranger baby. That's the way that I see it. So she sort of sums up what, based on what Meghan posts, or whatever the talk of the day or the trend of the day regarding the Sussexes, and what the derangers are saying. And she sort of manipulate their words in a way. Okay? Say it and so. Gwyneth, absolutely gutted. Been on a proper state since I saw it. Gwyneth Paltrow, of all people, happily filming an Insta reel with Meghan Sussex, smiling, chatting, being charming. It's like losing a personal hero. I always thought Gwyneth would be more than willing to suddenly ice out another woman for absolutely no reason. Instead, she's gone and ruined it. The illusion is shattered. I'd convinced myself that even Hollywood A-listers were partial to a bit of nastiness, that they live up to all the misogynistic tropes that make me feel better for slagging off other women online. I mean, if someone as chic and polished as Granny could be catty and cruel, then surely my trolling was practically sophisticated, but no, she had to go and be warm, gracious, and supportive. The betrayal stings. I did look into her Gwyneth Paltrow lawsuit. I brought it up on my last video, but I brushed it out because I forgot what it was about. But I look it up. It's about when she was skiing. There was an accident. Someone, I think, bumped into her from the back, and the person was suing her. But she took it to court, but she won, but she will only ask for $1. While the other person was trying to get money off of her. She just wanted to clear her name, but she didn't want much from the person. It's almost like the way when Meghan sued the tabloid, okay, regarding her privacy and things like that, and she won. She only asked for $1, a pound, I don't know. And then the tabloid run with it, saying that that's all she won, when there's other things behind that. But anyway, I can't help but wonder if she's been got at. What does that mean? You know, softened up by all the other kind of celebrity women out there. I bet they've peer pressure Gwyneth into being nice. They probably have secret group chat where they share inspiring quotes, organize gorgeous charity event, and validate each other's feeling. Yes, that's it. She's falling in with the wrong crowd, the kind crowd. The derangers are crazy. Okay, well, they don't want peace. They just want destabilize things. And I think many, like I said before, well-minded women in the U.S. not playing that game. Well, if Greenie's going to be nice, that's it. She's officially being added to the boycott list. I'm done with these celebrity women and their relentless female solidarity. It's making me look bad. I don't even support my own sister. The cow. Haven't spoken to her since she stole my good Tupperware over Christmas 2004. If I can maintain a lifelong feud over missing lid, Gwyneth can at least manage a bit of performative cattiness for the cameras. Spent most of the afternoon sitting at my phone, rewatching the clip and willing myself to find something bitchy about it. But no. They just look annoyingly happy, relaxed, like actual mates. Meanwhile, I'm here, hunched over my laptop in yesterday's hoodie, furious that yet another woman has let me down by being kind. I honestly can't take much more. So pretty much she's summing up the derangers. Alright, she blacked her comments, but that's for a retweet. This is my last one. Okay, girl, I still can't believe it. Glad she was greeted with positive comments. Okay. Alright, so she's responding to that. O.M.G. Meghan has reposted at Rebecca Sussex and still real. Congrats, girl. You must be pinching yourself. So, in other words, Rebecca or Squaddie, who probably posted that, and then Meghan happened to put it in one of her Insta reel. So that's what they're talking about. Okay, there's the heart. I follow you on IG and I'm impressed and excited for your dedication to Madam Sussex. Okay, I was just about to say, Rebecca, she posted you again, girl. Okay, you on their radar. Congrats. I don't post much on Twitter. The only time I post is if I have something really to say. Sometimes I respond to tweet just being silly, especially those cat animals, which I don't usually share with you guys. O.M.G, you have to tell her how much we all love and support her and Harry. Man, I love this Meghan era. Right? Oh, that is so cool. You must be so pleased. You did a great job. Well, if she posts that, so that means she's probably on Twitter somewhere and probably read some of the comments. All you have to do is say something nice. So that's that. Let's do a prayer. My last recording for our HvsW service. Where's the prayer? I posted... Okay. Oh, shit. Let's go back. Oh, damn it. Okay. So this is the prayer that I post. Prayer for those who try to do us wrong. So this is the prayer. I was laughing as I was reading it. Let us pray. Father, I pray for that woman. I don't remember her name. The MBE woman who's suing Center Bali because they want her to step down. Go on our HvsW service. I have that video. Okay, so that was her name that I was making reference to. Okay, I pray for that woman, that you might expose the evil done against Santa Bali, and that the perpetrator might be brought to repentance, or else experience the pain he or she inflicted on others. Let them be unable to sleep. I was dying when I got this, laughing. Let them be unable to sleep, okay? Awaken them with the painful reality of what they've done and judge them accordingly. I don't know. I did find, the first time I did find it really funny. Let's keep the same prayer and let's pick an image. Almighty God, I pray for the transformation of lives hardened by sin. Let your forgiveness wash over them, renewing their spirit and leading them to path of righteousness. Amen. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. There's more I need to record, but I want to start editing. There's, for instance, this. I left alone this tweet. If I record later, that'll be on my next tweet. We're still talking about that. Alright, so later today or maybe tomorrow. Hopefully, Meghan don't come with something new. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching.